So glad you're with us on a very big day. Lauren Shahadi, Melanie Newman, Carlos Pena here with you. She is getting closer. Just another historic step for women in our game. I can't believe we're going to witness the first female to play AAA baseball. She's that close, Carlos.
Yeah, seriously, impressive what she's been able to accomplish. Look, AA is a huge test, right? The travel is absolutely brutal. The bus rides, 12 hours in a bus. You have to be able to prepare. You have to be ready every single day. Consistency is very important. And she's passed every single test that's been in front of her, really transcended, and now she's earned a spot in AAA.
I like that you mentioned the bus rides, because we know that AAA, you finally get to move up to having flights, but that also comes with fighting jet lag. That means that you're ultimately trying to go against some higher altitudes. The ball plays a little differently. It really starts to set in what it's going to feel like if she can and when she can make it to the major leagues. I think there's still a little more development to be going on here to really see how she can adjust, because we all know you can wake up and be good every day, but if you're not finding that way to take the next step forward to advance yourself, you're going to get lost in the pack. So here's hoping.
Yeah, we can't wait to watch her.
We are thrilled to be inside All-American Park. AAA action coming at you on the show. It's the Round Rock Express taking on the Charlotte Knights. You can feel the excitement in the stadium today. For the first time in the history of AAA baseball, a female player will take the field. I, for one, feel privileged to be here to see it. We'll be back to get this one started after this. Bottom of the inning, and now the right fielder. She steps into the box, and now it's time to block out all the noise, remember all she's learned, and just play ball. And it goes just foul. She's rewriting the narrative of what's possible in baseball. A true two-way player at the AAA level who just happens to be female. Blasted to left, way back and way gone. That is quite a way to announce your arrival at AAA. Somebody get a hold of that ball. She's definitely going to want that for the trophy cabinet at home, unless Cooperstown gets to it first. I'm sure off the bat the pitcher thought the swing was too early and that one was going to bend foul. But with it being just barely fair, the feeling on the mound is, this one is labeled. And off the base of the wall. Around second now, going for third. The tag at third, and he is out. That's the third out, inning over. Base is empty, one away. The right fielder digs in now. And for the second time today, everyone is on the edge of their seat.
Get down, get down.
Dumps one into left. The throw in. That was a great swing she put on that pitch. Nice line drive cut there. Had everything working smoothly on the swing. That's one to try and replicate. One gone and a runner on at first. And now the shortstop, Tristan Gray. There goes the runner in the dirt. You might say she blazed a trail to second base. I have a feeling there's a lot more of those to come. Runner on the go again. And a high fly out to center. There to make the catch.
Now batting. First
so
baseman,
up next, Tim Elko. Runner at second with two down. And now the runner breaks for third. Left field getting pretty deep. It's back there. And out of here. That's gotta feel good. And they add on. It's 3-0. Always helps to pad the lead, and they did exactly that. Next up, the right fielder, number 3. Once again, the Trailblazer steps into the box. Turned on, but foul wide of third. This player gets interviewed a ton, and you have to think she's getting sick of the inevitable questions about the locker room and the clubhouse. She says she's used to it, having played.
Way to rip it, kid.
Base hit. Runner around third. Scores on that one. It's an RBI single. It's a 5-0 ball game. And she continues this huge game, even if that one did stay in the yard. What a performance. 2 outs, runners at first and second. And the batter will be the shortstop, Tristan Gray. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, and it's caught. That ends the inning. And here's the catcher, Brandon Martirano. Liner, base hit. Lead runner hits second and heads for third. And the throw's offline, safe at third. That was a great 2-strike approach in that AB. That's a swing I'm sure he'll want to come back to in the video room and try to replicate consistently. Great rip to the opposite field for a hit. Swing, high fly down the right field line, over near the wall. That drops in no man's land, a foul ball. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the right fielder, number 3. Jackson measures 6'2", 33 years old. A former first-rounder back in 2010. Hammers this one in the air deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. A solo shot, her second of the night. And they boost their lead. It's 6-0. Not how you want to enter the game as a reliever. He left that one in a location that was too juicy for a hitter like this to pass up. Now he has to rebound and get right mentally for the next hitter he'll face. Can't get there. Should be extra bases. In comes the run from second. And they've got the lead in extra innings. Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Great rip on that one to the pole side. Didn't get too far ahead of it, just kept a nice bat path through it for a line drive base knock into the outfield. Swinging a rocket. High, deep. This one's gonna go. Out of here. Ball game. That should fire up the dugout. And the Knights walk it off. They take the win in extra innings. Right fielder, number 3, with a performance she'll never forget in this one as she made her AAA debut and delivered the walk-off win. A lot of players shrink from the moment when they go to the next level. Not her. And the final, 8-7. The right fielder, number 3, coming off her first AAA homer last game. What a moment for her and her team. They could really use that pop in their lineup again today. It's the Round Rock Express taking on the Charlotte Knights. First pitch coming your way next. On to the bottom of the second. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, the right fielder, number 3. She had a fantastic day at the plate in her AAA debut. Let's see if she can continue to impress in this one. A frozen rope. Hauls it in for the out. One down. Welcome back. The Knights at the plate here in the bottom of the 4th.
Nice stick, kid.
And the leadoff hitter aboard. That was over in a hurry. Efficient way to get a hit. One of the best swings you'll see at this level. Pickoff move to first. Back in safe. Really close. We'll see how well the field holds up with the way the rain is coming down. Drainage is a problem with some playing surfaces in the minors, but so far, runner on the go. There's a ball. Throw to second and safe. And now a runner moves into scoring position as we look for the first run of the ball game. Runner going again. Lined, and that's a base hit. Runner rounds third. On her way to the plate. Runner scores, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single. 1-0. Nice job of two-strike hitting there. Didn't get overwhelmed. He choked up a bit and punched that one into the outfield for a base hit. So with a runner at second and one away, here's the catcher, Brandon Martirano. Hit in the air, right field. Makes the play. Runner tags at second. Throw comes into third. He's safe at third. The tying run just 90 feet away. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, number 3. 1 for 2. Swing and a drive.
Get over, get over.
It's off the wall. In at second with a 1-out double. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Now it's the shortstop, Tristan Gray.
Now batting, the shortstop, Tristan.
Runner takes off for third. On the ground, right side, Foscue. Throw to first in time. Well, the rain's still a factor here, and the umpires may have their hand forced sooner than later. At a certain point, it becomes a question of player safety. Here comes the 0-1. Swings and flares it. Base hit, run in to score. Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That one wasn't quite on the sweet spot, but he managed to punch it into the outfield and get a base hit. That's the kind of knock that comes from staying true to your mechanics and following through every time. Line drive, base hit. She turns and heads for second. Here comes the throw. It's a double, 3-hit ball game. And she's put together quite a game at the plate. Beautiful swing there leads to the double, and the hitting coach has to figure out how they can make that the default swing going forward. A minor leaguer who can unlock that swing consistently is going to be on the rise. 2 out and a runner in scoring position. Tristan Gray now at the plate. Runner takes off for third in the dirt. Throw to third, safe by plenty. Laser to third, but handled well. That ends the inning. Nobody on and 2 outs. The batter now, Nick Ahmed. Now a flare off the bat, and it drops in. He really showed some great fight right there. They were down to their last strike, and he still came through with a hit to keep them alive.
1-1-1.
That one scorched on its way through to the outfield. Lead runners around second, relay to third, tag out, and that is the ball game. Number 3 was just terrific for them in the win. 3 hits, 2 of them for extra bases. She was a difference maker for him in this one. Next up for the Knights, number 3. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Well struck, out to left.
Come on, Hawk, get out of here, get out of here.
That's down, 1 hops off the wall. Coming around third. Runner scores, and they have the lead. Well, they strike first as she gets the job done to bring home the run. Great swing, not quite enough to leave the yard, but you could tell it was going to be extra bases as soon as it got over her head and left. And the runner takes off for third. The throw, tag, she's out. Pitcher catches a break after walking him. That caught stealing hands some momentum back to the defense. This third inning is brought to you by the law offices of Benson, Looper, and James, Third Amendment specialists. If the government's trying to quarter troops in your home without your permission, call the throw in to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. Good hustle, trying to stretch the single into a double, but that time he got thrown out. So close to reaching scoring position. 1 out and the bases are empty. And now the right fielder picked up an RBI the last time up. Still their only run of the game so far.
Hey, get something in the game.
Dumps one into left. She's already 2 for 2 with a single and a double, and moseying right along to set up a chance at the cycle. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Tristan Gray.
Right here.
Runner on the go, in the dirt. The catcher blocks it, and she steals second without a throw. Runner goes again. Fly ball left field. Brings it in for the out. Runner at second here with 2 gone. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, Tim Elko. And now the runner breaks for third. On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. Digging in for the Knights, number 3.
Going better, clutch up right here.
Bashes this one to deep left center. Back there. And you can forget it. Made them pay for that one. 4th home run of the series. And we are all tied up. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. The 0-1. In the air, right field. Here's the throw. And the throw's offline, safe at third. What a fantastic example of rising to the challenge in a big spot. Now a pivotal at bat in this ball game.
Hey, clutch up right here.
Skies this one. Deep left center field. It's on its way and gone. A 3-run home run. 2nd home run of the game. And they tack on 3. They are feeling great right now. Already out in front. Then they add that homer. When a hitter puts a swing like that on the first pitch of an at-bat, it's because they came up looking for that exact pitch. I think that's the case for her there. She absolutely smoked that one. And a base hit coming to the plate. Scores easily. And it's an RBI single. It's now 10-5. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately. And she's a threat every time she steps into the box. 2 outs and runners at first and second. Next up for the Knights, Tristan Gray. 3-1 now. And that'll load the bases. So digging in, Tim Elko. 3-2 now. Up the middle. Base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs come in on the play. And they're pulling away. Up by 7 now. 2 away here. Nobody on. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Pillar. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. That keeps the inning going. Next up, the designated hitter, Luis Mieses. 0-1 now. Ground ball, this one should do it. And that's the ball game. Number 3 was outstanding in this one, helping them get the win. Knocked out 5 hits, including 2. The right fielder, number 3, fresh off an impressive 2-home run performance. She'll look to keep that momentum going today. The designated hitter for the next to hit. Blasted 2 home runs in last night's game. Labeled on a line to center. Makes a nice running catch. Man at second here with 2 away. Stepping to the plate for Charlotte, number 3. Very balanced hitter here. Perfectly comfortable with shooting the ball the other way for a base knock, but also with the ability to put a few over the fence. This one's smoked out to left. They limit the damage here. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, number 3. This one's hammered to left center. Well struck. And it one-hops the wall. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. He'll score 2. Picks herself up a couple of ribbies. Right there we saw a fastball that was piped, and she was licking her chops as that thing was coming in. Great cut. All square at 4. Runner takes off for third. Struck the batter out looking. On to the bottom of the 8th. Digging in for the Knights, the designated hitter, number 3. That one is absolutely pummeled. It one-hops off the wall. Could be trouble. In with a double, makes it 2 on the night. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Next up for the Knights, number 85.
Runner!
Pitch. Runner is on the move for third, and that's ball 4. Pitcher catches a break after walking him. That caught stealing hands some momentum back to the defense.
Number 3.
So 2 on and 2 out. The designated hitter will hit next. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. Wastes no time on this one. The 6th of the series. It's 8-7. Some homers just sound different, and that's a prime example right there. That baseball was wrecked. Left a low 90s fastball in a hittable location. Full marks to the hitter. She recognized the pitch early and belted it out. Huge effort at the dish. I hope she savors this game. Performances like this don't happen every day, even if your team does wind up losing. The pitcher, number 3, fresh off an incredible series, is ready to go. Can she keep the good times going in this one? It's the Round Rock Express taking on the Charlotte Knights. Introduction. Just about set to go. And on the mound now, number 3. You can see from the stats that she's been death on lefty batters this season. Maybe they have a tough time picking the ball up out of her hand, but whatever it is, she's really limited them. It's an impressive stat, and something she can build upon as she develops. Dustin Harris leading things off and takes a strike. Comes up empty on the swing, 0-2 now. She reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that. Swing and a miss at a knuckler that skips through the dirt. And a female pitcher records a strikeout for the first time in AAA history. What a moment, both for her and for the crowd. Next to hit, Nick Ahmed. Foul ball there. Ahmed, a former Gold Glover, hitting second in the lineup, and he was a second-round pick back in 2011. High fly to center. Racing over to make the catch.
Batting third.
Next is the designated hitter, Alan Trejo.
Up.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Winds, kicks, here's the pitch. Gets a piece, it stays 0-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Struck out swinging. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. So no run. The designated hitter digs in now, coming off a big game last night with 5 runs driven in. Swing and a drive.
Ball, get up. Get out of here. Get out.
Out of here. That's gotta feel good. 7th home run of the series. And they add on. It's 3-0. That was a low 90s fastball, and it wound up in a spot that was entirely too hittable. A pitcher who doesn't have great velo on the fastball has to locate better than that. Top half of the second from Charlotte. And now the center fielder, Kevin Pillar. Fell back our way, and that's out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss late on that one. Strike 2. I think he was a touch late to recognize the curve out of the hand. He'll have to refocus with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a K. Leadoff batter retired here in the second. Trevor Hopper now at the plate. On fire at the dish lately. Hits in each of the last 6 games.
That's a ball.
1 out and the base is empty. Next pitch, in for a strike. Swing and a miss. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second. Josh Hatcher, the next to hit. Swing and a foul straight back. On the corner for a strike. 2 down and nobody aboard. Here in the top of the second. Fly ball out to left field. Snags it on the run. Offense held in check here, midway through the second. Charlotte with the lead, 3-0. On to the next inning. Here's the left fielder, Luis Mieses.
Luis Mieses.
Hey! No ball. 1 strike.
Way out front for strike 2.
No ball. 2 strike.
And again on 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. They get the leadoff batter here in the third.
Batting 8, the catcher.
And now, Brandon Martirana sat out last night's game, but back in there today. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1.
Swings through it.
0-2.
Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. First 2 batters gone in the top of the third. The second baseman will hit next. Tearing it up at the plate recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak. And that one fouled off. This one is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Picks up the 7th strikeout of the ball game. 9 straight set down here to start the game. Charlotte ahead in this game. Stepping to the plate
Now
for Charlotte,
batting,
number
number
3.
three.
Coming off a big one yesterday, knocked in 5 runs. Smoked into left field for a base hit. And here comes the runner. Here's the throw to the plate. It's off the mark, and the runner scores. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Tristan Gray. Runner edging away at second base. And the runner takes off for third. Steps on the bag for 1. Play it home, but the runner is safe. And the lead is up to 5. Today's action is brought to you by Dr. Guy N. Emer. If your humors are out of balance, he's the one to call. Ask about specials on leeches and tree panning. Welcome back to Charlotte. Top of the 4th inning here. Both the pitcher and catcher have noticed how aggressive these hitters have been early in the count. Might see if they can get them to chase. Next pitch, in for a strike. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Leadoff batter retired in the 4th. And she just continues rolling out there, looking really confident on that 3-pitch K. Next up for the Express, Nick Ahmed. That one fouled off. The Express with a 0 in the hit column so far. Fly ball to left, down the line. Deloach on the way over. Makes the grab, there's 2 gone. Just a shade too early with the swing, and the mechanics might have broken down a bit. He needs to try to put that up the middle instead of yanking it to the pull side. The hitters in this lineup have been aggressive early in the count, swinging a lot, but then when they get down, they need to be a little more patient. Maybe they take some pitches and extend the at-bats, try to get some base runners aboard. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Rapid fire work on the mound. She's keeping these batters on their toes. Struck out looking for the backwards K. Nice job out there as she gets them 1, 2, 3. So 12 up, 12 down to begin the ball game. The Knights out in front, 5-0. 2 outs and a runner at first. The designated hitter digs in now. She's already homered in this ball game. Swing and a rocket, pretty deep. And that's that. 1 runner left aboard as they can't add on to their 5-0. We're ready for the 5th inning. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Kevin Pillar.
What a filthy splitter she has. That thing dropped like it was filled with iron, and there was a magnet in front of home plate. Swings through it.
No ball, 2 strike.
Popped up. My draw. 1 away. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe. The kind of pitch hitters dream about. And the next batter, Trevor Hauver, struck out swinging the first time. There's a strike. Out on the mound, she's been throwing lots of strikes, so the hitter might decide to be aggressive over the middle. Sure, she's got good stuff, but you can't hit it if you don't swing, and she's not missing the zone. Strike 2. Once again, she's ahead 0-2, and she's got the power in this at bat. In the air to the right fielder under it. 2 down. Josh Hatcher getting ready to hit. Collected a couple of hits in yesterday's game. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. There's a strike. What a job to stifle this offense. Almost 5 full innings of shutout pitching. And that one is foul. We'll try again. 2 outs, bases empty. Got the hitter swinging for the strikeout. And a nice frame on the mound. She sets him down 1, 2, 3. So 5 perfect innings in the books. Charlotte with the lead, 5-0. Top of the 6th inning. Digging in for the Express, Luis Mieses. He swings and fouls one off. She's thrown a lot of first pitch strikes, so the hitters need to be ready to swing early. It may not drive up the pitch count too much, but you know you'll have a shot to do damage.
No ball, 2 strike.
Swings through it for the K. 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter here in the 6th. Brandon Martirana now at the plate. Struck out on just 3 pitches the last time up. Close, but ruled a ball. This is a more patient at bat than we've seen from the rest of this lineup. He's done well to get ahead 2-0. Pretty unusual seeing her fall behind in the count like this. She could give up her first walk here. Next one's fouled back. Good pitching there, putting it a bit up and in on his hand so he can't extend for more power. Battling here, fouls it away. And here comes the 3-2 pitch. On the ground, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. 2 outs opening up the top of the 6th inning. The second baseman will hit next. 3-pitch strikeout in the last AB. Will definitely want to do better this time.
Ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Foul ball there. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Comes up empty, strike 2.
1 and 2.
Struck out swinging. And that's a 1-2-3 inning. Perfection through 6 innings. The Knights. We go to the top of the 7th. Stepping to the plate for Round Rock, Dustin Harris.
0-1.
Late on that fastball.
0-2.
Got the batter swinging. Leadoff batter set down to open the 7th. Digging in, Nick Ahmed. Didn't do a good enough job of timing up the pitcher's fastball, judging by that swing. Close one, but doesn't get the call. There's a strike. 1 out and the base is empty. Swing and a miss. That's a K. 2 away now to start the 7th. Coming up to the dish for Round Rock, Alan Trejo. Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Might have a more aggressive approach this plate appearance.
0-1.
There's a strike. Swing and a miss. She struck him out. And it's 3 up and 3 down in this inning. Time to stretch. The Knights on top here, 5-0. Nobody on with 1 out. Digging in for the Knights, number 3. Dunks one into left. Seeing the ball very well in this game. That ball was labeled 109 miles per hour. That is a really impressive cut. Runner on the move. Weak liner to first, and that's hauled in for the out. Takes it to the bag and doubles. We're in the top of the 8th. Now, Kevin Pillar. Fouled back our way, and that's out of play. Pitch misses there. Ball 1. One pitch fouled away. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. And that's 1 away. The leadoff hitter retired in the 8th.
Ball 1. 1-0. Strike. 1 ball.
The Express still in search of their first hit in this one. And swing and a miss.
1 ball. 2 strike.
Grounder to third. Over to pick it up. Sends it to first. That's 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th. And she's really closing in on this now with 4 outs remaining. Stepping in, Josh Hatcher.
No ball. 1 strike.
Next one's popped in the air into right. The right fielder in position. And that's the end of the inning. We've got the last half of the 8th coming up. The Knights on top 5-0. We go to the 9th. Now the left fielder, Luis Mieses. And everybody watching the mound as she begins the 9th inning, working on a perfect game.
Yes! 0-1. Ball. 1-1.
Just
And
missed. With a 6-run lead,
2 balls,
no reason
1
to be
strike.
too fine with him here. You have to attack hitters in this spot.
1-1-1.
Here's a grounder up the middle. My drop. Throws, gets the out, 1 away. Next up for the Express, Brandon Martirano. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Huh. No ball. 1
The
strike.
Knights up big in this game. Here in the top of the 9th. And now 1-2. What a take with 2 strikes. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Only 1 out remaining. So down to their final out of this one. Here it is, 1 out away from perfection.
Hey!
Swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swing and a miss, and this one is over. A perfect ending to a perfect game. And the celebration begins. Next to hit, the designated hitter, number 3. 3 hits last night, a big factor in getting that win. Hammers this one in the air, deep to left center. This one's gonna carry. It's out of here. Made them pay for that one. A 2-run blast. 8th of the series. And they take the lead. It's 2-0. That's a good job to be aggressive in the box after watching him closely on the mound. Once you've got his timing down, it's a lot easier to give a strong, confident swing. Now a laser to second, but caught for the out. No runs, no hits, no errors. So 2 down. Coming up to the dish for Charlotte, number 3. Swing and a ball crushed left field. This one's pretty deep. That one is gone. It's another long ball in this game. Did it again. Home run number 2 of the game. It's 5-4. So she keeps the hot stretch going by homering in a 4th straight game. She's on some kind of tear. Great swing, loud contact, and a predictable result when you look at the exit velocity and launch angle. That homer was wrecked.
Leading up
at the plate, the designated hitter, and she's already left the yard twice with her most recent homer coming in the 5th inning. Now with a chance to make it a 3-homer game. Ripped, but it curls foul. Shagwa, a righty with some serious heat. He throws a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. The 0-1. Off to a good start with the leadoff knock. And she's clearly locked in after yet another hit. Really seeing the ball well lately, and she's a threat every time she steps into the box. Runner on the go. Pitch misses inside. Throw to second. Out. Credit to the defense for getting the out in that situation. Catcher doesn't have the strongest arm, but they still managed to catch her stealing. That one ripped into right center. It one-hops off the wall. Might be trouble. Chance at a 3-bagger. The relay throw. Throw pulls him off the bag, and she's safe. 3 extra base hits in this game now. She's sending that slugging percentage soaring. Good job to stay back on that one and not roll over on it. Let it get deep in the zone, then drop the bat head on it and ripped it the other way for a knock. This next at-bat looms very large. And now, Tristan Gray.
The shortstop, Tristan Gray.
1-1 pitch now. In the air, out to right. Hatcher drifts towards it. Got it. Runner tags from third. Tag safe. She goes to the swim move and scores. It's 11-7. That's an amazing display of effort and skill. Number 3 played great despite the team loss. A 4-hit performance, including a pair of homers. Always great to see a player as locked in as she was in this one. Every at-bat felt like an opportunity to see her deliver.